Welcome to my first YouTube video. This is to illustrate how to put a bed frame into a van to go camping and also to install some curtains. First thing you need is a long wheelbase van, which is exactly what we have here, and then to put a frame into it. Now what we've done here is we've taken a 24 by 40 or 2440 by 1220, that's in millimeters, piece of medium density fiberboard. You can also use floor paneling, chipboard, anything that's a reasonably strong type of sheet as your base. In this particular case we've got a white lamination on it, allows things to slide around nice and easily. Now we haven't gone for a center frame or center structure, basically to allow the biggest possible space inside the van underneath the bed as we can possibly sustain. Now what we've done with the wheel arches is we've used a 4x2, which is 100 by 50 mil. Now this is dressed, framed, dried timber, and basically we've painted it, put it into a structure. And as you can see, we've got two base plates either side of the wheel arch, and then some uprights on those, a lintel over the wheel arch, and then a long beam across the top. This has all been nailed with 4-inch nails and then put in securing screws, basically so the nails can't work themselves out at all. So it's pretty well identical on both sides. We've then taken these and turned them upside down and put the base on, and then securely screwed the base into the supporting beams. Obviously next, once that's installed, we basically carry it into the vehicle, put it over the wheel frames. Now then we've gone, instead of just putting a 1-inch or a 25 mil MDF sheet on top of that framing, because of the potential for it to bend, even without support it wouldn't bend, or it wouldn't bend with an 80 kilo person on it, so it was pretty substantial already. But what we've done is, just to support that, we've put in a number of 4x2 beams as well, and in this particular instance 7 of them, approximately about 300 mil apart, and that's worked its way all the way along on both sides. And then we've secured the top sheet with some countersunk screws right across the bottom, right across the top of the beams and down the sides. Now what you will notice is that on either side there is an overlap. So when we put the beams in, this was after we put the initial frame in, because obviously we couldn't lift the whole thing into the van because of the width. So we can't pull it directly out now. It's designed to be unscrewed once you've finished travelling. Now, the good bit is we've also prepared here the sheets that go into the side. So basically, if we pan that back a little bit, these drop into there, and then you've got your full top, and we've got those on all along both sides, ready to be screwed down right now. Now this will allow for a full queen size bed, which is 5 feet across by just over, I think it's 6.5 or 7 feet long. It's basically 2 meters 30 millimeters in length by 1.5 meters across, and it's been the supporting beams down on the sides here are about 350 high, which means once the top plate's on and the mattress is in, the mattress comes up just underneath the windows, which has worked out ideally. So that gives us the largest possible space underneath the vehicle to be able to move stuff backwards and forwards, tents, mats, anything of any sort of size or width. There's absolutely no way that's going to move when there's, 2, 3, even 4 people sitting on that. Okay. Now, in addition to that, we've also cut away little bits of the interior And what we've done there is, rather than trying to stick or screw into the fabric inside of the vehicle, what we've basically done is got riv nuts. So you drill a hole into the frame of the vehicle, because it's a double skinned supporting post part of the vehicle. Put in a riv nut which has a screw inside it, and then you can screw anything into it. In this case, we've screwed in some round eye holes with a bolt on the end of it, so it's all one piece, and you just simply screw that in. We've done that there, in the middle, and at the front of the vehicle. So you'll be able to see that that's been done up the front, in the middle, and down at the back. We've used a 16mm steel tube on both sides, which has allowed to be able to put curtains in on either side as well. So that's worked out really, really well. So that's pretty well it. So you've got your privacy. Also using the white part of the curtain on the outside, which reflects the heat, also reflects the light. So it's actually quite dark in here when the curtains are drawn, and when the base is all fully set up. And that is the Campervan bed base construction.